Do you regret marrying me? Dylan Wang asks Shen Yue in an unseen footage leak. It was just past midnight when the internet exploded. A 47-second leaked clip from what appeared to be a private therapy session between Dylan Wang and Shen Yue spread like wildfire. Uploaded anonymously on a fan forum, the video was quickly pulled from most platforms, but not before fans captured, dissected, and circulated every haunting frame. In the dim room, under soft yellow lights, Dylan sat on a couch, his body slightly turned away from Shen Yue. His hands were clenched. His voice was barely above a whisper. Do you regret marrying me? Silence. Then Shen Yue exhaled and looked away. It wasn't just a question. It was a breaking point. Following the explosive revelations in their couples therapy sessions, where Shen Yue accused Dylan of using her to forget Bailu, and Dylan admitted to emotionally withdrawing after the elevator collapse, the two had kept a low profile. No red carpets, no interviews, not even social media appearances together. But insiders said things were boiling behind closed doors. Dylan's guilt over Bailu, it's been a shadow in their marriage since day one, a close source revealed. And Shen Yue is tired of pretending she's not haunted by it. In private circles, whispers hinted that Shen Yue had been the one pushing for therapy while Dylan, torn between loyalty and shame, often failed to engage. Yet in this new leaked video, it was Dylan who seemed desperate. Vulnerable. Tired. What fans didn't know was that the leaked video was part of a confidential documentary-style project the couple had agreed to during therapy, a last-ditch attempt to heal through radical transparency. Only 4 people had access to the footage. Now everyone did. In the full-length version that was later verified by an anonymous therapist, the conversation spiraled from silent tension to raw confrontation. Dylan. I know I failed you. I know I checked out emotionally. But I didn't fake everything. Not with you. Shen Yue. You didn't fake it, Dylan. You just redirected it. You loved me because I wasn't her. And I married you because I thought I could fix that. Dylan, after a long pause. I can't go back. But I need to know, do you regret marrying me? And then Shen Yue's lips trembled. Shen Yue. Some days, yes. But not because I don't love you. Because I'm tired of losing to a ghost. While Bailu is now publicly partnered with Zhong Linghe, her name remains a scar in Dylan's life. From their undeniable on-screen chemistry, to the rumors of a real-life romance, fans had long speculated that Dylan and Bailu were soulmates who never got their chance. One fan comment summed up the heartbreak. Dylan married Shen Yue, but it's Bailu's ghost who sleeps between them every night. In one moment of the therapy video, Shen Yue even said it directly. You still dream of her, don't you? Dylan didn't deny it. He just cried. Since the leak, Shen Yue has gone silent. No public statements. No stories. Her team only posted a cryptic image of a broken hourglass on her Instagram story, then deleted it within minutes. Dylan, however, broke his silence during a surprise appearance at a fan event in Chengdu. Looking thinner and visibly shaken, he addressed the crowd with a trembling voice. We are both hurting. What you saw wasn't meant for the world, but maybe it's what the world needed to see. We are human. We are broken. And we are still trying. But behind the scenes, producers of their halted project, Crossroads, confirm the two are currently living in separate locations. In a shocking twist, paparazzi reportedly spotted Zhong Linghe, Bailu's current partner, visiting Shen Yue at a private wellness retreat in Hangzhou just 3 days after the leak. Could he be consoling her? Or confronting her? One headline read. Fans speculated whether this visit was part of an intervention, or a warning. Because what came next shook everyone. Zhong Linghe unfollowed Dylan Wang on Weibo. 3 days later, Dylan sent Shen Yue a public voice note through a live stream, where he read a journal entry aloud. Fans recorded it instantly. Dear you. I keep asking myself what love looks like when the mirror's cracked. Maybe love is holding the broken glass and bleeding anyway. I never wanted to make you bleed. I never wanted to turn you into a competition. But I did. And I'm sorry. At the end, he simply added. If you still want to walk away, I won't stop you this time. According to one of Shen Yue's close friends, she watched the live stream alone in her hotel room. She cried the whole time, they said. But then she packed her bags. What fans don't know yet is whether she packed for home, or for a goodbye. As paparazzi followed her to the airport, Shen Yue shielded her face and wore a white hoodie with the words "Maybe in another life" on the back. She refused to answer any questions. Producers of their halted drama are reportedly discussing a raw and honest reunion special, where Dylan and Shen Yue might confront their marriage on camera, one last time. But until then, the question still echoes. Do you regret marrying me? And the silence that followed still feels like thunder. The final blow. Fans noticed in Dylan Wang's recent Instagram story, just a blurred coffee cup on a rainy windowsill, the wedding ring was missing from his finger. But what no one caught was the faint reflection of a photograph in the corner of the frame. A photo of Dylan and Shen Yue, smiling under an umbrella. Still together. Even if only in memory. The weight of his words didn't just hang in the room that night, it followed Shen Yue like a shadow she couldn't outrun. Even after she had packed her things. Even after the door of that therapy office had closed behind her. Even after the cameras stopped recording. Do you regret marrying me? She had answered with trembling lips, and the truth had shattered between them. But what came next, no one could have predicted. As she arrived at the Hangzhou retreat, far from flashing cameras and screaming headlines, Shen Yue asked for a room with no mirrors. No distractions. No reminders. Only quiet. She wanted silence, the retreat manager later said under anonymity. But she didn't know the storm she carried with her. Meanwhile, back in Shanghai, Dylan stood alone in the apartment they once shared. Half the wardrobes were empty. Her books were gone. Only her scent remained, faint traces of jasmine and rain. He found her hairpin on the kitchen counter. He didn't cry at first. Not until he opened the drawer where they kept their wedding vows. And discovered his own vow, rewritten by her hand, with red ink slashing through lines like wounds. I promise to love you. Crossed out. I tried. In that moment, he collapsed to the floor, holding the crumpled page to his chest like a dying man. But the world didn't stop. The leaked footage had ignited global attention, hashtags trended for days. Hashtag Dylan and You Truth. Hashtag Marriage Regret Confession. Hashtag Haunted by Bailu. And then came a second leak. A photo. Not from the therapy room. Not from the live stream. But from the early days of their marriage. A private Polaroid of Dylan and Shen Yue, barefoot in their living room, dancing under Christmas lights. She was wearing one of his shirts. He was laughing like the world didn't matter. The caption, scrawled in her handwriting at the bottom, read, "No ghosts here. Just us." That photo broke the internet. Because in contrast, their current reality was far colder. While Shen Yue stayed in isolation, Dylan made an unexpected move. He flew to Changsha, her hometown. Not for press. Not for publicity. But to meet her parents. Reporters camped outside their residence couldn't believe it when he arrived with no entourage, no cameras, just a bouquet of lilies and a stack of old letters. He looked like a man begging for one last chance, one neighbor said. Like someone who already knew he'd lost her, but wanted her to know he remembered everything. Inside, sources confirmed that Dylan sat with Shen Yue's mother for nearly 2 hours. He apologized. He wept. He even admitted the truth they already suspected. I loved your daughter with everything that was left of me. But I never gave her what she deserved. But what stunned the family most was the envelope he left behind. Inside, a letter addressed to Shen Yue, with a plane ticket to Paris. No explanation. No conditions. Just a handwritten note. If you still want to fight for us, meet me at sunrise on Pont Alexandre 3. Back at the retreat, Shen Yue sat by a lake, holding that letter. She hadn't spoken in 3 days. Her team had tried calling. Her assistant had begged her to eat. But she just stared at the ticket. Then she whispered, "What if I don't want to fight anymore?" Still, she packed a bag. In the most heart-stopping scene of the week, CCTV footage later leaked showed Shen Yue at Hangzhou Airport, hood pulled low, sunglasses hiding her swollen eyes, as she hesitated at the departure gate. She walked forward. Then stopped. Then turned around. She didn't board the plane. But she didn't leave the airport either. Instead, she sat by the window for 6 straight hours, watching flights take off, gripping Dylan's letter like it was the only thing keeping her breathing. When midnight struck, Shen Yue made a choice no one expected. She booked a different flight. Not to Paris, but to Chengdu, where Dylan was scheduled for a surprise talk show appearance the next morning. And that's where everything came crashing down. As Dylan sat across from the host, answering soft questions about his career, a staffer suddenly approached him with a whisper. His face changed. He stood. The cameras kept rolling. "What's going on?" the host asked, confused. But Dylan didn't answer. He walked off set. Straight out the studio. And into the lobby, where Shen Yue stood in a hoodie and jeans, hair messy, clutching her phone with trembling hands. They locked eyes. For the first time since the video leak, they were standing face to face. The world held its breath. And then Dylan asked, softly, brokenly, "Did you come to say goodbye?" Shen Yue's voice cracked. "I came because I saw the photo. The one with the lights." He nodded, barely breathing. She stepped closer. "And because I think maybe, just maybe, I don't want to be strong without you anymore." In the lobby of that building, in front of stunned staff, producers, and 2 interns who reportedly burst into tears, Dylan dropped his bag and wrapped her in the tightest embrace he'd ever given her.